Dear students, the process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy, the process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy in the presence of oxygen is called as the cellular respiration. If a cell is breaking down the food with the release of energy, it is releasing the energy by using the oxygen, then that process is called as the respiration, cellular respiration. There are two kinds of respiration we see. One is aerobic respiration, another one is anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means the respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Here anaerobic respiration means respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. Okay. In the presence of oxygen, what happens? In all the living cells, what happens? This aerobic respiration takes place. In that, glucose is a food molecule. Here glucose breakdowns in the presence of oxygen to give the carbon dioxide, water, and the energy is released. Carbon dioxide, water, and energy is released during this process. Next, come to the anaerobic respiration. Here what happens? Glucose molecules undergo breakdown in the absence of oxygen to give the alcohol, carbon dioxide, and the energy. It gives the alcohol, carbon dioxide, and the energy. This is the example of yeast cell. In the yeast cell, this alcohol is produced during this process is also called as the fermentation. During this process, alcohol is produced. In the presence, in one more anaerobic respiration is there in our body muscles. In our body muscles, what happens? Sometimes our body muscles did not get the oxygen, sufficient oxygen we will not get. At such time, what happens? These body muscles undergo anaerobic respiration. In the absence of respiration, they break down the food, so the lactic acid is formed and it gives the energy. Because of this, you know what happens? This lactic acid forms the crumbs in our muscles. Crumbs like wavy like structures in our muscles. If you touch it, you can feel the waves like structures on the muscles. This is because of the anaerobic respiration takes place in our muscles because of this lactic acid. Soon after the hot water bath or the oil massage, that leads to the decrease in the lumps because of the sufficient supply of the oxygenated blood to that part. Okay, so that causes the decrease in the crumbs. Okay, this is about the anaerobic respiration.